Good morning, Vietnam! Well, Spain actually. So it's breakfast time, it's 7:30. When in Spain, you can enjoy freshly squeezed orange juice, some coffee, some croissants, some pretty alright looking ham, and some pretty alright looking yogurt. So obviously it's Motogp morning, Saturday. These people all want to go to see the race, and I am no exception. Now what I do hope to do is that, since it's very difficult to get a taxi, I hope some of these people came here with their own car, and maybe they can give me a ride if I give them $10 or something. I'll finish my food and let's see if I can find a guy. So must remind myself to use the landscape option to film all day. Anyways, good news, already the second people I tried are taking me on their car. A lovely little French couple in their maybe 50s, maybe late 40s. And yeah, well, the thing with all these big European nations is like Spain and France and Germany and even Italy and all that. They are so proud of their own language, and all the TV films are not subtitled but done by their own language voiceover, so they don't speak really English, so even asking for directions is hard. But they speak enough to understand that I needed to get on their car, so I'm saving $50 on a taxi, and probably impossible to get a taxi as well. If you got the balls, you get sometimes stuff for basically free. Alright guys, so we're on our way to the track now. We're with this lovely French couple here, and much better than going with a taxi. I probably could have not gotten a taxi, but now when we get there, then fingers crossed I can buy a ticket from someone, and should be the best day of this year. So I hopped off from my free ride. The traffic jam to the parking lot is just taking too long now. Better to hop off the car and just go by foot. We don't want to miss anything here. We are expecting around 200,000 people on the track here. I think that kind of says it all. Let's see if I can get in. Well, this is the moment of truth now. I was really afraid that no tickets, because they said that you can't buy a ticket there, but maybe somebody will be selling. Well, I mean, it's a ticket office here, so I don't know what they're talking there, but come on, let's get this ticket now. I don't really care how much it costs. I'm here, I'm already here. What's this, guys, huh? $52 for today. We are fucking in. So guys, some people like to go to music festivals, stay there and camp there and drink there for 3-4 days. Not me. This is my music festival, and we have the first glance at the starting straight. This is my jam. This is my rock festival. This always goes for the full weekend. Yes, we're here today for only Saturday, but get used to these views, Vanji, because there's gonna be a lot more in the future. So I'm behind the back straight here. Here you can get your burgers, your beers, and I'm going for a beer. And you can buy some fan gear here. And yeah, I'll be buying a shirt as well for sure. So guys, when you work out, you can enjoy a lot of beer. How much was the beer? Well, €10.50. So I could get 10 beers in Philippines for that money. I don't care though. So I'm getting at the bottom end of the main straight here. Still like 200 meters to go there, but we can understand from this view here what kind of speeds are we talking about. Definitely over 300 kilometers per hour. I think one's coming. Have a look. I mean, the camera just won't tell the full story. You just gotta be here to understand it. As the intermediate class bikes go to the box and we wait for the big bikes to come, I step aside here for a second to tell you guys a little bit about me. You see, why am I so passionate about this sport? Well, the thing is that one of my jobs that falls in line most with this YouTube thing now is that I'm very comfortable behind the camera, talking behind the camera. The thing is that for 5 years, I was the sports commentator on national TV in Estonia. And Estonia is a small country, mind you. But yeah, I was a sports commentator of NBA and this sport, Motogp. And I can tell you another time why that job came to an end. But the love is still there. And well, Motogp. What is Motogp? Motogp. 20 modern day gladiators risking their life every weekend. They do not fear death. They dance with the devil every weekend for fun. They laugh at the face of danger. They have no remorse of their family, of their women. They are willing to leave them orphans because they race for glory. They race for honor. They race for bragging rights. I can respect that. I hope to show you guys the big bikes soon. These bikes on a long straight can go up to 370 kilometers an hour on two-wheelers, on iron horses. That's just insane. And the devil does come a knocking sometime. The last death was 2012, I believe, if I remember correctly. Marco Simoncelli, an absolute maniac, driving or riding a slow bike. He either finished third or second with the slow bike, or he crashed. Till one day he had his final crash. And yeah, I mean, it's so super interesting when I put it like that, right? Next up, 20 of the fastest boys. So guys, I'm inside the track now. I went underneath the tunnel. The big boys are out. These are not your average super bikes. It's the equivalent between a racing car and a Formula One car. These bikes are not normal. They got the best technology available in the world. These are big companies competing against each other. Ducati, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, KTM, all these big bike brands. They are competing against each other. You know, Yamaha was dominating for a couple of years. Guess what scooter I have? Oh yeah! So yeah, I don't know, I mean, do you even hear me? I know all the bikes, I know all the riders, immediately when I see them. So yeah, it's a big business and nobody actually realizes this aspect.
If Bagnaia wins, if the Ducati and the Ducati rider wins, which is this bike, talking about the Wolf, and the Wolf will come. So yeah, if a Ducati, for example, wins a couple of years in a row, the streets will be full of Ducatis. Everybody will want to have a Ducati. So it's big business. It's gladiators fighting for everything. And that's why I love it. Second crash I've seen in this corner at 15 minutes. This is the sweet spot here, this 180 U-turn. And you can see all the locals. They've come exactly to this corner. This is the sweet spot. I'll get you guys a couple of crashes on camera for sure. So to get around on the track to different viewing positions, you go through these tunnels underneath the racing circuit. Some people want to sit on the tribune, but you know me, I'm a wanderer. I want to see everything with my own eyes. So guys, turns out there's Disneyland in Barcelona today for me. All the practice sessions are done now. Next up in 5 minutes time, the qualification for the biggest bikes, the Motogp bikes. And yeah, that's where all hell should break loose. Now, I've already seen 2 crashes. I think I found a corner where I want to stick around for the rest of the day. Finding the best spot where the best crashes are is like finding the best restaurant. You just see where the locals sit. And yeah, it's a 180-degree corner. I already saw two crashes there. And I'll sacrifice the qualification for you guys. I'll try to get a crash on the video, but I won't sacrifice the race. There's a sprint race of 12 laps later on the day. I'll just film you guys once when they come by, but as a true fan, I just want to put my phone in the pocket and just enjoy. I'm experienced enough. I'm very confident. I'll show you guys some mayhem. You know it's a big deal when there's 2 camera-operated helicopters hovering around all the time. So guys, this is what it's all about. The racing circuit behind me, a total festival vibe, a shitty burger. There's shit definitely, but I'll eat it because I'm hungry. The beer, they don't sell beer with alcohol in it here. That's a bit of a disappointment, but the vibe is so good, so Still so yummy. Yeah, Vanja, we should be here. But I got a plan where me and you will go and watch it together. In, I think it was November. Right next to Bali. There's a new event there with these bikes. And we're fucking going there. Fucking backflip with a snowmobile. My God. Dude made a backflip with a snowmobile and a passenger as well. That's insane. You guys ever been to a festival?
Practice and went straight into the show. We've got the legend. We've got one of the fastest, well, he is the fastest man in the world. He is the GOAT of motocross and supercross, and man, he might as well be the GOAT of freestyle motocross. I've jumped with him. This is Ricky Carmichael! Whoa! This is a little bit of a surprise for me. I didn't know you were going to be here, Ricky. What is happening?
Well, I'm glad to be here. It's been a while since I've been back to Motogp and a big ride like this. These guys are gnarly. But I'm glad to be here with Monster. Been a long partner with them for a long time, and we got a little break from Super Motocross. Nice. So no more TV for a while, and I'm glad to be here. It's so nice. You fans are fantastic.
Man, you have been on TV so much lately. We've all been keeping up with what's going on with Supercross, the motocross series. What's it like to come see these guys go so damn fast down these straights and in the corners?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's like TV never does it justice. They just go so fast.
That's damn right. TV never does them justice, and me filming also doesn't make the riders justice. You just have to see it with your own eyes. That's just how it is. Hey guys, next up now is the e-bikes race. So they're gonna race now actually. Let's not forget I'm here only on a Saturday, and Sunday is the race day, but they're having some small sprint races today. And e-bikes, yeah, well, not a big fan of electric vehicles, but I mean they're really fast. They're almost as fast as the normal bikes, but they just don't make the sound, and you know, without the sound it's nothing. It's as dangerous though. They still can die. Okay, well, I missed the opening lap because now it's the e-bikes time, and well, they're just so darn quiet. The other bikes, you can hear them when they're starting, you know, kilometers away. But these little vehicles here, you just can't hear them coming. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think of e-bike racing. I mean, you know, they're fast as hell for sure. Probably almost as fast as the normal bikes. Let's see. Any second now.
There we go.
Well, what can I say? I'm totally fine with gay people, but so gay, these bikes. So here you can buy your favorite teams and your favorite drivers fan gear. And I remember going to my first race where Valentino Rossi was still racing, and well, there's only one VR46, that's Rossi's tent. Only one left that I found. He retired a couple of years ago. It used to be 60% of Rossi and 40% of everybody else. That's what it was. That's how big he was. And look, he's retired, but still there's one fan gear tent for him. This guy was, well, he was the Michael Jordan of racing, of bike racing. So yeah, it's a big traffic jam here, but you can see the fan gear tents, they just keep on going there. But I'll stop here now. So I've circled inside out the whole racing circuit now. If I'd have to estimate, I'd say I've walked maybe 7-8 kilometers today. So it's definitely a good calorie burner as well. And well, you can see the scenery is totally different now. When I was here in the morning, there wasn't a single person on this little alley here. But it's fully packed now, and well, I still don't know where's the best corner. I thought I had it, but then they started crashing at other corners. So darn it. But I think I wanna find a place somewhere at the end of the finish straight. I mean, that's where the highest speeds are. That's where the biggest chance of takeover should be, if I use my logic. Look at this crowd. I'm on the behind the finish straight here. Can't even move properly here. Racing bike or just a module, but at least I can touch it. Thank you so much. Some Spanish beauties here. Don't get mad, Benji. I'm only filming. Right, I better go, otherwise I might get in trouble here. Leaving with fast pace. You see? I don't even know where they are. Second time of eating today. As I always say, you're gonna suffer anyway. Work out, and of course I'd like to eat a steak, but there is no steak here, right? So, but I'm not worried. I can eat shit. I go back to the gym, and I'm walking here 10 kilometers today. That's my bacon cheese panini. I just don't care. I'm tired of the non-alcoholic beer, so I'm just gonna have Coca-Cola. It's cold. Everybody knows cold Coca-Cola is pretty darn good. Always Coca-Cola. I'm loving my day. So at the moment, it's the rookies, the small bikes, the 125 cc's. Believe me, they're fast as well. Now these are only 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. But what I wanted to show you is that if you cross this bridge, then that's the caravan area, the tent area. And what you can see, they're having a barbecues there. And that looks some solid meat there, to be honest. And what they do is they, after the racing day is over, because it's a full weekend, right? After 4 o'clock, people go to their caravans who are camping here for the whole weekend. And that's where the evening party gets going. And once, 7-8 years ago, I was in Czech Republic for the Brno Motogp, and I did go to that caravan area. And yeah, they had like 4 or 5 pallets put on top of each other, and a big dancing pole struck in the middle of the pallets, and there was a stripper dancing for, I don't know, 3,000-4,000 guys. So yeah, they get wild in the camping areas here. It's a proper festival. So, the kiddos, the 125s, they finished racing now. Now it's the 250 cc's, or it used to be like that. These are the bigger boys. Next up is Motogp. Look at them now. Not bad. Not bad at all. So this is a qualification race. They're pushing as hard as they can. This is the Moto 2, the intermediate class. There's Moto 3, the small boys, Moto 2, the intermediate class, and Motogp, and then the electro bikes. But look at this now. Final lap now. Everybody pushing hard. So, a bit of an anticlimax as my battery dies just before the main race, and I can't show you the big bikes racing each other, but not to worry, storytelling is my strongest suit, so I'll give it to you guys. I'm back home in my hotel now, and yeah, I offered the lady 1 kilometer outside the racing circuit $50 and she took me home. So that's nice. There wasn't any taxis around or anything like that. My phone battery is dead. But the race. Oh my God. So listen to this. Every fifth driver is Spanish. Then come the Italians, then come the French, then the Americans and the Aussies and whatever is left, right? 20 of the fastest guys in the world. A young Spaniard jumps into the lead, a miracle start. He's never even finished on the podium ever in his life. And the pressure is too much for the young kid. He tries to pull away, but 2 laps in the lead and he crashes. He crashes out from the lead. The crowd is stunned, the crowd is gutted. Now the almighty Italian Bagnaia, champ of last 2 years, charges into the lead and wants to spoil the Spaniards' day because we are in Spain, right? But many Spaniards start chasing him. But nothing seems to beat the almighty Bagnaia and his even mightier Ducati. That is the fastest bike there. So, we come to the final lap. And I told you guys, there is this one corner, didn't I? A corner that looks very dangerous to me. But me, of course, not trusting my gut feeling anymore. And I go to a safer corner, but where are higher speeds. And I choose to look at the speeds. But there is a big screen there as well. And the final lap starts. Bagnaia is in the lead. The Italian is in the lead. Nothing to do. The gap is almost a second. And Bagnaia on the final lap crashes in that corner where I told you it looks like a dangerous corner. And I'm not there anymore. But at least I know I predicted it. Man, I would have looked so cool if I would have gotten that on camera. But yeah, the Italian, the almighty Italian, he crashes from the lead. And that leaves the Spaniards 1, 2, 3. All the podium positions. So the Spaniards win in the end. And I found myself just becoming a Spaniard with every lap that passes. And what a beautiful end to the home crowd. They defeat their enemies and yeah. I got all sorts of emotions running, but since my battery was dead, I would have not been able to film it anyway, but at least I know it myself that I was actually the genius today. But what a race. All these emotions going through and yeah. Beautiful, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope I converted some of you guys into Motogp now. See you next time, guys.